Hello, in this video I want to talk about things the emotional abuser tells you when you're negotiating divorce and explain what they really mean. Hello, my name is Elizabeth Goddard from Revive Your Soul, and on this channel I talk about healing from emotional abuse and divorcing the narcissist, breaking the invisible chains that keep you trapped in that relationship and divorcing from them emotionally. If you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe, and if you hit the little notification bell, you'll be advised when I next upload a video. And if you're returning, welcome back and thank you. So things the emotional abuser might tell you when you're negotiating divorce and what they really mean. So there might have been a little lull in proceedings, but eventually someone has to make a move and ask the court for a divorce. The emotional abuser may have offered to do this to save costs for you. We don't need a solicitor. The emotional abuser doesn't want you to get a solicitor, and you need to be really careful, particularly if you still believe they care for you or wouldn't do anything to hurt you. If you still have the trauma bond intact, this is going to be detrimental to you and your future. I'm going to deal with this statement first. The emotional abuser has done a risk assessment, and they have realised that if you were to instruct a solicitor, then they are at risk. They have very carefully crafted an exit plan. They know the escape routes, and they've been planning this for a long time, and it was probably in place before they left. If you instruct a solicitor, they will start to lose control, and that scenario has not been factored in. In fact, the emotional abuser wants you to listen to them and do what they want. They will play with your emotions, and they know how you are going to react. So they carefully construct reasons you will believe. You will think they're doing it to protect you, but this couldn't be further from the truth. This is to protect themselves. They know if a solicitor intervenes that they start to lose control of the situation. The solicitor will start to ask questions, and they will need to know information, and they won't overlook anything. And they also won't put up with statements such as, "Don't worry about that part, I'll fill that in for you." If you are still caught in the trauma bond, believing they will be looking out for you, you need to be really careful. They will have sorted out the negotiation without you. There will be no one there to protect you. And this is why doing the inner healing, breaking the trauma bond and healing the original wound is crucial. And from this place, you can start to make decisions and see the emotional abuser for who they really are. The person who abused you, who didn't care for you and broke you and every boundary you had. So I ask you, why would they now all of a sudden want to change all of that? And now they want to protect you. They don't want to protect you. They want to protect themselves. I fell for that trick. I made that mistake. It might help to turn everything round. When they're talking about them, they're actually talking about you. And when they're talking about you, they're actually talking about them. So I want to protect you is actually, I want to protect me. A solicitor is only interested in taking your money. A solicitor is only interested in taking my money. I will look after you. I will look after me. And remind yourself with every letter or email that they had this planned before they left. They know if they can get this through before you heal, you will believe them and you will agree to anything. They know you're still bonded to them. They know you're living in fear, and they know you're finding it hard to live without them. And if you do go down the route of using a solicitor, then make sure the solicitor is working for you. If they're not, think about changing them. And it might not be professional to do that part of the way through the process. But if they are not protecting you, then you need to find someone who will. And I actually say this from experience. I had a solicitor who once allowed a full year of no contact, who was billing me for letters that weren't being responded to. And it was only when he said to me, "Do you know, it's exactly a year to the day since we've heard from," that I realised he was letting this drift, and each letter that was sent on my behalf was costing me money. The emotional abuser doesn't want you to get a solicitor, and you need to be really careful, particularly if you still believe they care for you or wouldn't do anything to hurt you. If you still have the trauma bond intact, this is going to be detrimental to you and your future. If you'd like to find out about working with me on a one-to-one basis, then you can visit my website, reviveyoursoul.co.uk, or you can send me an email, info@reviveyoursoul.co.uk. I'm going to put the links to the resources below in the description box, along with the links to both my books, Finding Lily and the A to Z of Emotional Abuse. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell and be notified each time I upload a new video. Sending you loads and loads and loads of love.